Howdy everyone, and welcome to PEC Corner with OU Esports. We finished up the 7th and final week of the fall block, and we are here to catch you up on all of the action. This week, the 4 OU teams went 1-3 against Ohio State University. Overwatch fell 1-3, and both Valorant and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate fell 0-2. Rocket League pulled out an exciting 3-2 win to round off the week. To hear more about this week's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate match and how the team is feeling in general, I talked to Taylor Gamble, captain of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate team.
Yeah, Ohio State, it was really close. I feel like the crazy thing about crews with Super Smash Bros. Is like one stock here or there really makes a big difference. They had a Snake player that was kind of the brick wall, so to say, to like get through. And we had a couple opportunities at the end of like sets 1 and 2 for each match to take an additional stock off the Snake that we just missed, and then that kind of has cascading consequences throughout the rest of your match where you're playing more and more catch up. So, you know, hats off to them. They played a great game. We had hoped that we kind of had an idea of some of the players that they had because a few of our players played against Ohio State down at the Invitational at Six Flags earlier this year. So we knew there was a Snake. We knew it was going to be a problem. We had kind of hoped that they were going to save it when we went into match 1, and then when they let off the Snake match 1, you know, that kind of got us a little bit. But once we got past the Snake, that was like the rest of it was very competitive. We had a good matchup spreads, and thought that, like, you know, that Snake was definitely the toughest player that they had, and then everything else felt very doable. So it's just one of those things where, like, if we take one additional stock here or there, then maybe we're playing a match 3 and maybe we're winning that match 3. So I think the team felt really good about it, and we saw where we could improve, and you know, just need to execute a little bit better next time. Yeah, really we're focusing a lot on improvement in our gameplay individually. We've seen some amazing growth already. Takaki, our Joker player, really working on his confirms and getting those down. He's always been great at sort of the neutral and advantage states of the game, so like just kind of tightening those things up, which is difficult with the online play. There's a little bit of input delay, so he's been adjusting to that really well. Daniel, our Luigi player, has improved. I don't know how. I wish I could improve that much in that short amount of span, but it's been really amazing to watch, to see how he's just improving with his punish game, and you know, also like his just what's safe and what isn't. So I think that's our main thing, is like, how do we improve, and we're working with that. We're working on getting individual coaching for players, and expanding our practices to include scrimmages against different teams. So I think that's our main goal. And then you know, looking at it from like the leadership side, Kristen's been working on really trying to understand our players, where they struggle, where they don't. We've been keeping matchup data for all of our PEC games as well as our games in our other league, so we can really see how people fare against different types of characters when we aggregate that data together. So that's going to be something over the break that we're going to look at and see, like, okay, can we see like a certain character archetype that player X, you know, excels against, or that player Y struggles against, and be able to leverage that data into better strategy going forward.
So this wraps up the action of the fall 2024 block, but don't worry, all of our teams will be back in action in the spring 2025 block, where they will play each school once again beginning in late January. Expect the schedule to be released in the near future. For our full recap of the fall block, watch out for an article to be released this coming week, including match record breakdowns and conversations with the team coaches on the impact of the inaugural PEC season. To keep up with the coverage for these matches and more, follow us at OU Esports on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Bye everyone!